It's the tall, mysterious stranger known as Will!
Does anybody out there like to race cars?
Oh, yeah.
Maybe. That's I don't know. I told you, like, I guess the last time I was up here, I was they did Philly did a 800 songs, best songs ever, and I got started listening to them around like 60, so I wound up going all the way down to the bottom on that. And one of the songs I hadn't heard for like a long time, and so I tried to pick it up and redo it. It reminded me of an old girlfriend I had, and that's where I first heard that song. And it was like I met her, and I had a car that was it was like a Plymouth, and it had a 318 Hemi in it. It was around the early 70s, and like I had it, I guess double the speed limit, and then. But the way I met her, it was like first time. I said, "You want to go for a ride?" And she says, "Sure." And it's like nice car, and I was telling her about how fast I'd taken it. She says, "Can I drive?" And I thought, well, okay. So we just got on the car, and like she squealed out. We were on the interstate, thank goodness. She squealed out, took it up over 100, and that was like the first girl I'd ever been scared of. And yeah, it was like my first true love too. So it actually is the first time I heard this song. I was in her bed. She'd gone off to class. And I guess either she'd set like the records, well, they had this thing called a record player back then that you used to stack records on top of, and you could play like 4 or 5 albums at one time, and it would drop the next one down. Well, when I woke up, this song was either the next song on or the song, and I just like heard it for the first time. I was like, wow. So here it goes. We'll see how it goes. Got a 69 Chevy with a 396. Two heads in a hearse on the floor. Sitting outside in the parking lot and at the 7-Eleven store. My buddy Sonny and I, we built it straight out of scratch. He rides with me from town to town. Run for money, got no strings attached. We shut 'em up and we shut 'em down. But tonight, the strip's alright. Gonna blow them away in my first heat. Summer's here and the time is right. We're racing in the streets. Try to get as much action as we can, mate. Cover the entire northeast state. Strip shut down, we take 'em to the streets. From the fire roads to the interstate. Some guys, they just give up living and start dying little by little, piece by piece. Some guys come home from work and wash up, go out racing tonight, the strips are right. Gonna make him sit up straight up into the seats. Summer is here and the time is right. Racing in the streets. Met her on the strip 3 years ago. She's with some dude in a Camaro from LA. Blew that Camaro off my back. Drove that little girl home that day. Now the wrinkles around my baby's eyes. She cries herself to sleep. I come home and the house is dark. She said, honey, did you do all right? She sits alone on her daddy's porch. All her pretty little dreams are torn. Stares out into the night with eyes of one that hates for just being born. All the shut down strangers and hot rod angels strewn across this promised land. Tonight my baby and me are gonna ride to the sea, wash these sins off our hands. For tonight the highway's bright. Out of our way, mister, you best keep. Summer is here and the time is right. Racing in the streets. Thank you very much.
Thank you, folks, for coming.